Here we go. Welcome to the 22nd annual NAIOP Colorado Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. This year, as you know, we're featuring Victory Crossing in Commerce City. My name is Dan Metzger. I'm Chief Operating Officer and partner with Brinkman Real Estate. And I'm so excited for tonight. But first, I've got a little piece of business, a little housekeeping item. So you should have all received an email from NAIOP recently notifying you that our board authorized a lawsuit joining the Apartment Association of Colorado and the Apartment Association of Metro Denver, as well as the Colorado Hotel and Lodging Association against Regulation 28, which is a state initiative, and Energize Denver. So we participated in the crafting, or I should say in the public processes that resulted in those bills, providing input on the technical and economic issues associated with improving the energy efficiency of buildings, particularly the challenges of retrofitting existing assets. Our shared goal was the final regulations that combine the aspirational goals of reducing carbon emissions from the built environment and the realities of implementation. And unfortunately, our industry's input was largely ignored. And that resulted in impractical and costly mandates that are going to increase costs, displace tenants, and divert capital and other resources for more effective energy efficiency strategies. So the remaining pathway to us was a legal challenge to both regulations. So we're going to continue to keep you all informed, but just wanted to mention that in this forum. So if you have any questions about the lawsuit, please see myself, please see Kathy Barsner, please see Tyler Carlson. So thank you. All right, yes. All right, reflecting on the video that we just saw, that I think half of you may have heard all of it. It's evidence that it's been a journey of over a year of meticulous planning with invaluable support of countless volunteers and sponsors from the commercial real estate industry. I cannot contain my excitement for tonight's event, with over 600 of you impatiently awaiting the competition between the DU Pioneers and the CU Buffs. Yeah. I encourage all attendees to stick around for the after party, generously hosted by First Bank. You can find it located in the foyer just outside of this ballroom. Enjoy a drink and indulge in more delicious food from 8 to 10 p.m. All right, let's take a moment to recognize tonight's VIP guests. All right, first, special guest MC and Denver 7 weekday morning meteorologist, Lisa Hidalgo. We also have in attendance NAIOP Corporate Chairman Brian Walker and NAIOP Corporate President and CEO Mark Savatelli. Let's also welcome our major challenge sponsor, Land Title Guarantee Company. And we'll be hearing a little bit later from John Frayer Jr., but a special mention and a shout out to the commercial sales team and longtime challenge committee members Luke Davidson and Mindy Humphrey. Tonight, we are also honored to have some distinguished guests from Commerce City, including Mayor Pro Tem Susan Noble, Council Member Charles Duke, and City Attorney Lee Zarzecki. Unfortunately, Mayor Steve Douglas had a prior engagement, but he was here earlier today for the judges' sessions, demonstrating the City of Commerce City's commitment to the challenge and its importance in the community. All right, let's recognize the university competitors and faculty. From the University of Denver, Burns School of Real Estate and Construction, Dr. Vivek Saw, Director. And from the University of Colorado Leeds School of Business, we have Daniel Eisenman, faculty lecturer with Conscious Bay Company, and executive director of the CU Real Estate Center, Julie Gibson. Please also join me in recognizing the other graduate students from CU and DU who competed this semester. Their names appear on the screen, maybe. Let's give them a round of applause for their outstanding efforts and contributions. All right, once again, thank you all for joining us tonight as we celebrate the 22nd annual anniversary of the Challenge. Please join me now in welcoming to the stage this year's Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge Chair, Troy Peterson with Prime West.
All right. Thank you, Dan. Before we dive into this evening's proceedings, I want to take a moment to share my personal excitement about being a part of this remarkable event. It's truly an honor to witness the future of the commercial real estate industry in action. As we move forward, please be aware that we have a packed program this evening. Your undivided attention and respect for those on stage are greatly appreciated. I think that's code for please hold your applause. Let's take a moment to reflect on the rich history of the Challenge. Since its inception in 2003, we've welcomed over 700 student competitors, each representing the brightest talents in our industry. With over 11,500 attendees to date, we've had the privilege of witnessing the innovative ideas and solutions presented by these young minds. Though the generous support of our sponsors and dedication of our volunteers, we've awarded $150,000 in scholarships, investing in the next generation of leaders. And with more than 30,000 volunteer hours contributed by Colorado's real estate community, we've built a legacy of collaboration and excellence. We extend our profound appreciation to our audience, the universities, and the broader real estate community for your unwavering support. In the words of the past Challenge Chair, John Bachknight, a good friend of mine, I am jazzed to learn about the students' plans for Victory Crossing. Before we proceed, it's important to acknowledge those contributors who make this event a reality. The dedicated members of the Challenge Committee and NAOP staff, whose names are displayed on the screens behind me. Specifically, I'd like to also recognize our subcommittee chairs, Vice Chair Margot Black and Tal Diamant for project competition, Ian Nichols and Dee Bergen, our judges coordinators, J.D. Prager, Yvette Rahman, and Brian Cohen for our architectural and general contractor resources, Al Calusi, longtime site selection coordinator, and Stacy Stout with our vision and video. More specifically, with CU and DU, we have liaisons, both Kathy Spritzer for DU and Simon Edgerton for CU. Let's give them a big round of applause. Tonight, we have the privilege of exploring the distinctive development opportunities presented by Victory Crossing in Commerce City. Let's acknowledge the dedicated development team behind the Victory Crossing project and tonight's sponsors, Kroenke Sports Entertainment and the City of Commerce City. From KSE, we have Matt Mahoney, Senior Vice President, Capital Markets and Development, with additional support from Justin Hay of Stacklot and Chris Perezzo of Civitas. Representing Commerce City, we have City Manager Jason Rogers and Director of Urban Renewal, Bill Aiken. Events like the Challenge thrive on the involvement of our corporate partners. We extend our heartfelt thanks to tonight's supporting sponsors, our highly regarded 2024 corporate sponsors whose names are listed on the slides behind me, recognizing our scholarship sponsor for the past 11 years, the Opus Foundation, and a special mention for tonight's after-party sponsor, First Bank. Let's show our appreciation with a round of applause for all of our sponsors. We'd like to extend our gratitude to the architectural and general contractor resources, which provided valuable resources for the students. This year we had 4 teams competing, 3 from CU and 1 from DU. Each team was partnered with both an architectural firm and a GC who generously volunteered their time and expertise to collaborate closely with the students, bringing their developments to life. Specifically for the University of Colorado, we had HKS, Oz Architects, J.E. Dunn Construction, Taylor Coors, and representing tonight's finalist team from CU, we have Fitzgerald Associates and the Whites Company. And representing DU, I didn't forget about you guys, we have Stantec and Alliance Construction. For more than a decade, Land Title Guarantee Company has been a steadfast supporter of the Real Estate Challenge. As the presenting sponsor for this event, Land Title plays a crucial role in ensuring NAIOP Colorado's sustained ability to nurture the future leaders of our industry. In appreciation of Land Title's dedication to NAIOP Colorado and the Real Estate Challenge, we are honored to present them with a plaque commemorating their invaluable contribution. Please join me in welcoming to the stage John Freyer, Jr., President of Land Title Guarantee Company. Absolutely, man, go for it.
All right, thank you all. 12 years. We've been truly honored to be able to sponsor the Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. Such a great event when you think of having both students here, but also some of the true legends in commercial real estate in our communities and the amount of knowledge that they pass from one group to the next. We're just proud to be a part of it. And I also just want to make sure we give a big round of applause to Troy, he's here introducing everybody. But let's congratulate him on a great event thus far. So Troy, congratulations. I do want to make one comment following up on Dan's comments about Energize Denver and the litigation. Our state legislature is about to wrap up here in a couple of days. Exactly. 700 bills in 4 months. And that's after there were 600 bills a year ago. And none of those bills are making it any easier to build a building, to operate an asset, to run a business. And so it is very important as members of this community that we get very involved in the state legislature and our races, getting to know our representatives, or things will continue to get harder and will have a very direct and oftentimes negative impact on our city, our state, and our community. But on a positive note, on a very positive note, I want to congratulate and thank my Land Title team. 12 years of sponsoring, being involved. Luke Davidson, who was the chair 6 years ago. Congratulations. Thanks, Luke, for doing that. And Mindy. So, thank you all so much for letting us be a part of this great event. Have a wonderful evening. Good luck, students. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, John, and the entire team at Land Title for your continued support. As many of you may be aware, the Colorado chapter of NAIOP is part of a larger network of 54 chapters, collectively serving over 20,000 members across North America. Many of these chapters organize annual university competitions similar to our acclaimed Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. Here to join us in celebrating the 22nd anniversary of the challenge, all the way from Virginia, please extend a warm welcome to NAIOP President and CEO Mark Salvatelli.
Well, good evening, everyone. You know, it is so great to be at a program like this. I've mentioned to Troy, I've mentioned to others, there are a number of NAIOP chapters that host programs like this throughout North America. But none of them rival what is here at the Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. No, I don't say that to do, hello, Denver, and get you all excited about that. No, I say that because it's 100% true. Seeing what the students go through in order just to be able to present to you today is truly remarkable. This is a really rigorous process. And then to see everyone come out and support them in the way that you do, 600 plus people here. It really shows that you're not only excited and care about the industry that you work in commercial real estate, but you care passionately about the next generation that does too. And that's so important. We were all there once. We know how important that is. And most importantly, we got it because we were in the office. And that's where we need to be, in the office. So glad to get a response on that one. But in all seriousness, I do want to say my congratulations to both CU and DU for great presentations today. It was great to be in the room and see what they put together. And it makes me feel, one, that at 22, what did I do with my life? Because there was no way I could match up to anything that was presented today. But two, to sit there and say, boy, is the future of commercial real estate bright. So congratulations, it's an honor to be here, and I look forward to a great night and to meeting more of you later this evening. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. And NAIOP Corporate for your unwavering support of the Colorado chapter. All right, folks, we're moments away, or just moments away, from watching our challenge competitors present their plans for Victory Crossing. Joining us tonight as our special guest MC is a Colorado native with strong ties to the community, a proud CU alum, and seasoned Denver 7 morning weather meteorologist. Please give a warm welcome to Lisa Hidalgo.
Hi, how is everybody? Good, good? I don't know. You guys were a little louder last year. Maybe get those wine glasses filled up a little more. Always a pleasure to be here. Always such a fun group. Not gonna lie though, my job as an MC is to make sure that you guys get to that after party on time. So we're gonna hurry things along. And I'm also not gonna lie, it's like 15 minutes until my bedtime. So shall we get this show on the road? Thank you though for having me back. Such an honor. I am the morning meteorologist at Denver 7, so I get up at, well, it's not even the butt crack of dawn. It's like 2 hours before that. But proud to be here. And yes, a CU alum. How many buffs do we have out there? Okay. How many pioneers do we have out there? Okay. My husband went to CSU. My best friend went to DU, so I feel like I cover all the bases. I'm biased. This is the 22nd annual Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge, and it's been really inspiring to witness the enthusiasm of over 600 people here, the attendees here tonight, eagerly anticipating the competition between the pioneers and the buffs in this real-world development challenge. Now let's take a moment to reflect on the year-long challenge process that has led us to this exciting event. Student competitors have dedicated the last semester preparing for today's competition. Earlier today, these top graduate students presented their plans to the judges and fielded questions in what was, I hear, a very lively exchange. The judges have invested countless hours reviewing pitch books, visiting the site, and engaging the students in rigorous scrutiny, and their job is not done yet. Shortly, the students are going to wow you with their presentations, and the judges will be tasked with making their final decision. Now, students are going to be judged on a few things: their comprehensive redevelopment plans, their earlier Q&A session with the judges, and the upcoming presentations that you're about to see. Now, let's acknowledge our esteemed panel of judges. These judges are not just ordinary real estate professionals. They are icons in the industry. You'll see them there on the screen. And their contributions tonight deserve our utmost recognition. Judges, please stand and be acknowledged. Did our students see where they were sitting? You still have like, I don't know, a few more minutes to maybe bribe table number 3? Yeah? What do you guys like? Drinks? Drinks? Okay, excellent. I realize they put me on a lav mic, I think because last year they realized I'm only 5 feet tall and I can't see over this podium, so I can go this way a little bit. Now, a coin toss at the kickoff event held in January determined who goes first tonight. Please welcome the University of Colorado's O22 development team. That includes Sam Gottsagen, Carmine Marchionda, Charles Pejou, Jamie Saunders, Albie Sherman, and Jack Kelly. Let's bring them up.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. My name is Jamie Saunders, and I'm the design lead at 022 Development. I'll be your host this evening, but I look forward to introducing you to the rest of the 022 Development team, featuring Sam, Jack, Albie, Carmine, and Charles. Together, we've been working on a 48-acre mixed-use development project in Commerce City. Our objective for this project is to create a community that's active 365 days a year, that functions as an entertainment district for the Dick's Sporting Goods Park, and is also the new heart of Commerce City. So we started with the problem. When the residents of Commerce City were first surveyed, over 50% of respondents said that they were not sure where the heart of Commerce City is. So we spent some time thinking about the types of spaces that foster a sense of community. And the places that we came up with were all small and local businesses. Maybe it's the coffee shop where the owner knows your name, or it could be the daycare that you trust to look after your kids. Maybe it's your favorite restaurant where you love bringing your out-of-town guests. Or it could be your financial advisor, the person who you trust the most to help you plan for your family's future. All of these small and local businesses are the backbone of authentic communities. Welcome to Commerce Corridor, the new heart of Commerce City. This is a place designed to support and celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit of the Front Range, a place where local business can take center stage. There's a great opportunity here in Commerce City to create a hyper-local retail experience. 62% of the southern portion of Commerce City is currently Latino, the fastest growing entrepreneurship community in the US today. To the north, we have a relatively affluent community that's eager to spend their money with vibrant local businesses. When you mix these two groups together, you have the opportunity to create a thriving local business ecosystem. Latino-owned business may be America's best bet. In the past 10 years, there's been a 35% increase in Latino-owned business compared to only 4% increase in non-Latino-owned business. E-commerce is currently the largest Latino-owned operating category, followed by food and beverage, professional services, and construction. In the past year, 25% of all new businesses opened were opened by Latinos. This surge of entrepreneurship within Commerce City has been supported by Adelante, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting Latino-owned business. Adelante offers business classes and consulting services, as well as annual events designed to uplift and celebrate the Latino community. Their next phase is to launch the Adelante Innovation Hub, which is a creative office and community center, and this is going to be one of the key anchors at Commerce Corridor. But before we get too far into the details, Albie's going to tell you a little bit more about what makes Commerce City a great investment.
So why bet on Commerce City? One word, growth. According to Redfin, Commerce City is Colorado's second fastest growing city. It's located right between DIA and downtown Denver, which continues to experience massive amounts of growth. Commerce City wraps around the 15,000-acre Rocky Mountain Wildlife Refuge, which attracts over 1 million visitors every year. Additionally, Commerce City is one of the most culturally diverse places in Colorado, offering many opportunities for both local and visitors. And last but not least, Commerce City is home to Dick's Sporting Goods Park, home of the Colorado Rapids. So where is our site? As you can see, it's located just north of 56th Avenue and east of Quebec. Like I mentioned, it's located right between downtown Denver and DIA, which is currently the third busiest airport in the world. Zooming in a bit, you can see our site is surrounded by 4 main magnets. To the east, you have Dick's Sporting Goods Park. To the south, local sporting tournament fields to host weekly sports tournaments. To the north, the Wildlife Refuge. And to the west, you have Commerce City's own municipal offices. 022 is excited to present our latest mixed-use development. Jack's now going to take you through the different components of our development.
In our northwest corner here, we've got 72 townhomes sized at 1,600 square feet. That's going to provide us with permanent residence and help foster that sense of community we want here. In red is our parking and transportation hub that has over 1,100 parking stalls and infrastructure for public transit systems. In orange, we have our 170 affordable multifamily units Those are going to be marketed towards families, more of a 2 and 3 unit mix. Here we have our 440 market rate multifamily units. More of a approach towards young professionals, more of a studio, 1, maybe 2 bedroom mix there. In pink here we have our flex retail spaces, our small business corridors. So there are 80 different 144 square feet stalls lining each side of the corridors there. In blue is our fuel station and corner store. This is an asset to our residents here, but also to the over 1 million visitors to the wildlife refuge, and where the only entrance and exit is right across the street. In purple, we have our 120 key hotel. That's got 6,000 square feet of retail at the base and 4,000 on the rooftop overlooking the wildlife refuge. In green, we have our 70,000 square feet of build-to-suit office. The L-shaped in the middle is for Adelante, and the green is the expanded city office that they've asked for. We have 4 acres of plaza and park here. The park space is up by the city expansion in the townhomes, and our plaza space is right in front of the Dick's Sporting Goods Park. We've closed that off to car traffic in order to promote a pedestrian experience there. And finally, we've got our 35,300 square feet of traditional retail. That's going to be anchored by a 10,000 square foot bar and concert venue. So now that you've seen all the different aspects here, Jamie's going to walk you through some different experiences that visitors might have at the site.
Let's start with Kathy. She's an avid bird watcher, and she's planned a weekend trip to the wildlife refuge. She arrives on site at the hotel and rents a bike in the lobby, then heads out into the park. After her ride, she comes back to Commerce Corridor, and she's pretty hungry, so she goes to find herself some dinner in our small business corridor. She ends the evening back at the hotel by going up to the rooftop bar, where she watches the sun set over the wildlife refuge. These small business corridors are designed to function the way that downtowns used to, where pretty much everything you need is within walking distance. So we have a mix of different shop types here, everything from food and beverage to barber shops to professional services. Next, we'll meet the Miller family. The Millers have 2 kids involved in soccer, and their tournaments at the South Fields last all day. Looking for a break from the heat, Mrs. Miller walks across 59th Street to the food truck corral, where she gets herself a cold drink and picks up some snacks for the kids. This food truck corral is part of 022 Development's initiative to support small and local businesses. All of the food trucks here will have taken the Sal y Pimienta class with Adelante, which is a course that walks entrepreneurs through some of the difficulties of launching a food truck business for the first time. Next, we'll meet the Garcia family. The Garcias own one of the 72 townhomes available at Commerce Corridor. Mrs. Garcia stops at the corner market on her way home from work to pick up some milk and heads home to have dinner with her family. After dinner, it's a nice night out, so the family decides to take a walk down Civic Promenade and go straight into the heart of Commerce Corridor with an ice cream on the plaza. The townhomes at Commerce Corridor signify a shift into a more family-focused lifestyle. So these for-sale townhomes sort of encircle a small park with a playground in the center, and it's a convenient 3-minute walk from the corner store. Next, we'll meet Maria, who's an entrepreneur, and she is a resident in one of our 440 market rate apartment units. Maria chose Commerce Corridor out of all of the options to live in and around Denver because she wanted to be able to live directly above her shop. So at the end of every night, she locks up and she walks down the street to Adelante Innovation Hub, where she's taking classes to improve her digital marketing skills. In addition to classes, the Adelante Innovation Hub will boast creative offices, shared commercial kitchen spaces, digital labs, and cultural event spaces. 022 Development looks forward to partnering with Adelante to create fun and inclusive programming for Dick's Sporting Goods Plaza. As you know by now, 022 Development is very keen on helping small businesses grow responsibly. So one of the ways that this can be achieved here is by helping entrepreneurs rent our flex retail spaces, which feature demountable walls. What that means is that a business can start in a space that's 144 feet and slowly grow the space as their business scales. Another option that we touched on earlier in the presentation is that an entrepreneur could buy a food truck and park it on our site. But ultimately, Any of these businesses, once they reach an appropriate scale, are welcome to lease our traditional retail spaces that face into the plaza. The last visitors that we'll meet today are Tim and Rosa. They are huge Rapids fans, and they love taking public transit to the games. So they get out of the bus at Commerce City's new regional transit hub and walk directly through Commerce Corridor straight to Stadium Gate G. Tonight is an awesome night, and the Rapids have a big win, so Tim and Rosa rush out with all the other fans and celebrate in Dick's Sporting Goods Plaza. Dick's Sporting Goods Plaza is sort of an area of importance in Commerce Corridor. This is a place that can be used for movie nights and sports watch parties, farmers markets, and festivals. This area is anchored by our 10,000 square foot bar and venue space called the Front Porch. And the Front Porch has 6 enormous overhead doors that can open to create a very immersive indoor-outdoor experience between the music venue and the plaza. Now that you've gotten a tour of Commerce Corridor, Sam's going to walk you through some of the financials.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Starting at our project, we expect the project to cost $463 million. We will generate a net profit of $96 million. We anticipate a levered IRR of 19.45% and an equity multiple of 1.65. Moving on to our phasing, the planning and entitlements phase is represented by the lighter color here, and the darker color represents hard costs and construction. One key to note here is that we are intentionally going to delay our later phases to allow the earlier phases to stabilize and sell. In phase 1, we'll be building out our townhomes, our fuel station, and our south side mixed-use multifamily asset. We'll start with our townhomes, and we'll be building these and selling these to individual home buyers. We'll then return capital to our limited partner, and we'll roll capital into our later phases. Our fuel station will be leased to a fuel station operator under a land lease, and then we will sell that land along with the accompanying lease interest. The Southside multifamily mixed-use asset will be built using a merchant developer strategy. We will build this and then lease it up and then sell it, again returning capital to our investors and rolling capital into the later phases. In phase 2, we'll be building out our north side mixed-use asset, our office and our retail space, and the park and the plaza space. Again, using a merchant developer strategy, we'll quickly build, stabilize, and sell the mixed-use asset. We'll also be using a fee developer strategy to provide office space to Adelante and the city of Commerce City. In phase 3, we'll be providing our affordable housing, our hotel, and our transit hub. We anticipate that this transit hub will act as a regional transit center with buses with RTD buses pulling in here from all over the area. We also delayed our hotel purposely to phase 3 to allow the growth and development of Commerce City and the northern Denver neighborhoods to continue. Here we have our project and partnership level returns. You've already seen the project level returns, but quickly covering the partnership level returns. As the general partner, we anticipate earning a 29% IRR. We have our aggregated LP returns here. It's important to note that we're going to have several different limited partners, so this represents an average in what limited partners can expect, but not the exact IRR each LP will expect. Here we have our total capital stack. We are going to be providing 21% of the capital. The LP will be providing 22% of the capital. The hard costs are going to represent 67% of our total costs, and our developer contingency, or the cost of financing, will be 7% of the total cost. To further analyze those two costs I mentioned, we want to look at a sensitivity analysis here of the total cost of capital versus the cost of construction. The cost of capital is represented by the 10-year treasury rate, and our owner contingency represents the cost of construction. We anticipate that rate cuts may be coming in the next 3 to 5 years, and looking at the historic average of the 10-year treasury rate, over the last 10 years, it's just over 2.4%. Should rates fall or return to a more historic average, we anticipate increasing our returns on our phase 2 and phase 3, thereby increasing the total project level returns. Should the cost of construction fall, we anticipate a similar increase in the total project level returns there as well.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight to imagine the future for Commerce City, a future built by Commerce City for Commerce City. We'd like to also acknowledge and thank our amazing resource team, White, Fitzgerald, and Ben Stoll at Equity Residential. And we'd also like to thank the CU Real Estate Center and our professor, Daniel Eisenman. Thank you so much. Can you give them a round of applause?
Let's hear it for CU, huh? You guys kind of had me at 10,000 square foot bar. I'm there, totally there. Once a buff, always a buff, right? We know. Congratulations, and awesome to see all the work that they've put into this. All right, up next, we've got DU. Let's see what you got. Back to defend their title from 2023. Please welcome the University of Denver's Omnia partners to include members Dan Magalhaes, Reed Raleigh, Sam White, Jay Hans, and Rob Cairncross.
Check, 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 check. Hello, hello, hello. Hello?
Good evening, everyone. And Lisa, thank you very much for your introduction. I think you just saved me some breath. For everybody here tonight, we cannot express our thanks enough for being here. This has been an incredible opportunity. Let's get right into it. Over the next 15 minutes, our team is going to provide the best possible development for what might be the most unique site in Colorado. The combination of three key unique anchors, a civic campus, and a motivated city partner is what makes this opportunity tick. The city's actually been waiting for almost 20 years to kickstart this development, but only now do demographics allow our proposal to move forward. The key opportunity here is the design and development of both a brand new downtown district and entertainment district for a city that's supposedly going to double in population within our holding period. Omnia Partners presents 9 Mile Crossing. Now, it's important to mention that as a Colorado native, Commerce City might be considered a secondary market, a market that is second to Denver. But it's really not that far away. It's only 20 minutes to downtown Denver and DIA, which is now the 6th busiest airport in the world. With respect to egress, we're within 5 minutes of I-70 and within 15 minutes of the I-25 I-70 corridor, which are two of the busiest thoroughfares in the state. The keys to this development really come down to the three key gateway anchors. To the north, we have Rocky Mountain Arsenal. To the east, we have Dick's Sporting Goods Park. And to the south are the community soccer fields. Believe it or not, these three combined bring in 1.7 million annual visitors today, as the project is currently vacant. So the question now becomes, how do we capitalize on this incredible opportunity? How do we get the highest and best use here while satisfying both the public and the private goals? Reed, can you walk us through what those public and private goals are, please?
Yeah, thank you, Sam. So the first phase of our development centered around listening to the community, local residents, and our anchor tenants to identify their needs and priorities. We rolled these up into 4 placemaking themes, or inputs into the site. Creating a place for people to live that's inviting, inclusive, and accessible. Entertainment and hospitality, an entertainment district that showcases the best of Colorado culture. Adventure and wellness, destination attractions that showcase fun, activity, and play. And community, creating a heart of downtown that's a source of pride and ownership for everyone that lives in Commerce City. These inputs have guided our outputs, our development priorities, a local focus, showcasing the best tenants, operators, and brands in Colorado. Equity and inclusion, creating a space that's accessible and inviting for all members of the community, regardless of their demographic or socioeconomic backgrounds. Year-round engagement. That means a site that's vibrant and active 12 months a year, 7 days a week, and 18 hours a day. We embrace Commerce City's industrial heritage while blending it with the natural themes of the National Arsenal. Flexibility and adaptability. The site needs to be able to accommodate 30,000 people on a game day, yet still feel vibrant and active on a cold Tuesday night in January. And finally, arts and culture, showcasing the people and the heritage through sculptures, murals, and public performance spaces. Let's look at the ingredients that make up 9 Mile Crossing. Welcome to 9 Mile. We have over 150,000 square feet of destination and service retail, a 125-key upscale hotel that stands out for its originality, but not its price point amongst its peer set, 600 market rate units, 300 affordable units, and a civic campus that addresses the immediate expansion needs while leaving ample opportunity for future growth. We're extremely excited about our list of tenants that we have on the site, and we're pleased that we've got 5 signed LOIs. Brokers, take note because these are some really cool concepts. Our signature destination attraction is an 80,000 square foot aerial adventure park, a billboard for the site. It includes indoor and outdoor playing and climbing facilities with an LOI from one of Colorado's top operators. And in fact, this operator was so excited about the site, they conducted their own market feasibility study, projecting 110,000 visitors a year. And quite frankly, it's a study they want to quickly get out of our hands and into the hands of KSC. The site also includes an 18,000 square foot honky-tonk bar and smokehouse that's got all the ingredients for fun. Live music, dancing, finger-licking Southern barbecue, games, and of course a mechanical bull, which yes, our tenant already owns, but fortunately will not be on our insurance policy. And it'll be operated by Wilding Brands, owner and operator of Stem Ciders and Acreage, and they're thrilled to use this night as an opportunity to tease this Howdy Bar honky tonk concept. So that's now out there. A Denver Beer Co. beer garden with outdoor games is the go-to gathering spot for the neighborhood, and also the perfect game day add-on for a trip to the Arsenal or a visit to Dick's Sporting Goods Park. The large outdoor space can scale up or down to accommodate game day traffic and includes pickleball, volleyball courts, of course, great Colorado craft beer, and awesome food. The Corvus Coffee Shop is the go-to neighborhood gathering spot in the morning and a place for civic and municipal employees to fuel up. I think we all appreciate a well-caffeinated planning department. And 30,000 square feet of inline retail. We're thrilled that Core Power was the first tenant to sign an LOI and the first of many other great local retailers, boutique shops. They're going to help to create this amazing downtown experience. And with that in mind, I pass it over to my friend Rob.
Thank you, Reed. The Refinery Hotel introduces an exciting hotel to 9 Mile Crossing, authentic to the history of Commerce City and unique to the Denver Airport East lodging submarket. The Refinery will operate as a 125-key hotel, soft branded to express an industrial chic feel and have the backing of a major flag for brand recognition. Amenities include an 8,000 square foot banquet and meeting space, inviting lobby bar and lounge with adjacent art gallery and studio, stylish and spacious guest rooms, a roof deck with pool and bar with fantastic views. At street level and connected to the hotel, a destination restaurant and entertainment concept with state-of-the-art golf simulators. Operator, the local drive, signed an LOI for a 10-year lease. The Refinery will be positioned as an upscale offering, yet operate with the cost efficiency of a limited service hotel. This business model will guide the success of the hotel. Civic and community. We also have exciting plans to expand upon the existing municipal offices and create a civic campus for city staff and the broader community. Plans include a community garden and playground, a transit center, a hub for public transportation and ride share pickup and drop off, outdoor stage for live performances, and an arts and culture center, a flexible space to bring community members together for a multitude of occasions. And finally, we believe it is important to provide space on the site to allow for flexible programming and future expansion of the civic campus to meet any changing needs of the City of Commerce City. And with that, I will hand it off to Jay. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. So for our market rate development, we've chosen to attract a tenant population that thrives on being in a sports entertainment district that's activated 365 days a year. So we've positioned our buildings to take advantage of the best views in the region has to offer. We've chosen best-in-class amenities for our residents, including community spaces with communal kitchens, rooftop decks with pools, fitness centers, and outdoor grilling stations. Our unit mix will include studio, 1 and 2 bedroom units at an average square footage of 885 square feet. On the affordable side, we have chosen to partner with Commerce City and build this on Commerce City land. This structure allows us to lower our basis and create more units for the people that need it most, while also creating economic mobility so those residents can move throughout the site. Again, best-in-class amenities with our large open spaces, our community gardens, parks, and some of the best views that the overall site has to offer. To finance these deals, we will use a combination of the 4% project activity bond, the Colorado State Affordable Housing Tax Credit, and Prop 123 equity funds. AMIs will include residents, families earning down to 30% of AMI, all the way up to 120% of AMI in our middle income development. Unit mix will include 1-bed, 2-bed, and 3-bedroom units at a average square footage of 800 square feet. So Sam, let's take it away and tell us how we were going to phase this thing.
Thank you very much, Jay. So far, the team has told us what 9 Mile Crossing is, and it's important for us to show you how we're going to get there with a very brief phasing overview. First and foremost, we expect to receive final approvals and permits by the end of 2025, and at that point, phase 1 begins with 2 key objectives in mind. First is to establish critical mass as efficiently as possible, and the second is to capitalize, or you could say monetize, the existing traffic presented by the 3 unique anchors. As Reed spoke to earlier, the 3 critical pieces of retail will both serve as a local and regional draw for new visitors to the site, while also monetizing current views to the site as well. You'll see in yellow is our first phase for affordable housing. In green is where our market rate housing is going. That, of course, includes first floor retail. And what's a critical success to the site is the civic expansion in purple you can see on the bottom left of your screen. When that building is delivered, it will cement Commerce City as our corporate anchor while we deliver key infrastructure such as the transit center, the public performance stage, and of course, the regional playground. Phase 2 kicks off, again, building critical mass. We have another affordable housing building, we have another multifamily market rate building with first floor retail, and we have the refinery, which, of course, Rob spoke to earlier, which will provide a great overnight opportunity for people using Dick's Sporting Goods Park and the community soccer fields to the south. Finally, phases 3 and phases 4 finish out the last of our affordable and market rate housing. And finally, it's important to mention that these first 4 phases are what we can currently justify in our investment horizon with current absorption and market conditions, but we do have more space if needed. We could actually add more residential housing, potential retail pads, additional civic expansion if needed, but frankly, that may be beyond our investment horizon. Now, Dan, can you bring us home with key financial returns?
Thanks, Sam. Omnia Partners is projecting overall levered returns of 17.6% IRR, an equity multiple of 2.3, and a total profit of approximately $135 million. This is based on a 15-year investment timeframe and on the assumption of a 5-year hold for each new leasable asset. Although this project does produce cash flows through the full 15-year investment timeframe, 98.4% of all returns are realized by year 11.
As the developer for 3 new municipal assets, as well as 3 affordable housing buildings on Commerce City land, Omnia Partners anticipates collecting $11.5 million of development fees. We made very conservative assumptions in our underwriting, choosing our inputs based on current economic conditions as well as long-term historical averages. In our sensitivity analysis, we considered a scenario where cap rates compress and we see increases in rent growth and occupancy rates. We think such a scenario is highly plausible given that our development is likely to deliver in a more expansionary phase of the market cycle, which may lead to greater upside potential. We believe that 9 Mile Crossing checks all of the boxes. Destination attractions, check. Year-round activation, check. A heart of downtown, entertainment district, and vibrant community hub, check. Real tenant commitments and LOIs, check. And a viable and profitable proposal. You get the point. Thank you very, very much. This has been an absolute pleasure for all of us and an incredible opportunity, and we appreciate you all being here tonight. Thank you.
Good luck, guys. All right, let's hear it for DU. I also have to say how impressed I am. I mean, we have a room of over 600 people in here, and it's been dead silent. So we appreciate your respect as we listen to both of these presentations that these students have put so much time and effort into. I mean, as a meteorologist, a lot of this was kind of a foreign language to me. I probably would be more comfortable down in the NREL meeting that was like a floor down with all my weather nerds, but fascinating and awesome. Now, as the judges deliberate, you can see them deliberating over here. There's a lot going on. They're going to cast their votes for tonight's challenge winner. We're going to take a few moments to hear from Matt Mahoney of KSE and Commerce City Mayor Pro Tem Susan Noble regarding their joint plans for Victory Crossing.
Hi, I'm Susan Noble, and I'm Mayor Pro Tem for Commerce City. I am thrilled to be here tonight. I've been with Mayor Douglas this afternoon watching the presentations and listening to the judges, and I can understand why you're all so excited. When you're in the business that you're in, you have to be ready to turn on a dime, right? Because you never know what's going to be thrown at you. The mayor managed to make it back from 2 other events tonight in order to be here. So I'll step back and let him speak.
Thank you.
Mayor Douglas.
Thank you, Mayor Douglas, Steve Douglas, Mayor of Commerce City. Good evening. I'm thrilled to see Commerce City is in the spotlight tonight. Today has been a significant day for both CU and DU at the Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. It all began earlier this year at Victory Crossing. I'd like to commend both schools for their outstanding presentations, and I had an opportunity to listen to the presentations from both schools earlier today from 11:30 to 4, and before I had to leave to my 2 other events, I managed to get it back in time to see the talented team take the stage. And I wish good luck to, and I want to congratulate everyone for the fantastic work. And I think I have the winner right now, but no, just kidding. Thank you very much.
Thank you both very much. Appreciate it. Matt Mahoney with Crocky Sports and Entertainment. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Because I work for a sports and entertainment company, I need to just represent Colorado sports. How incredible are we right now? Your Nuggets, your Avalanche, second round playoffs. And how about the DU Pioneers Championship hockey? So students, that's how you start a public speaking event. You just want to give you a little backstory into how this site came to be. Last year, I was having lunch with my sister, Kate Dillon, who works for DU. She's at table 21 right there. And I was talking to her about Victory Crossing, what an unbelievable opportunity we had. We were going to start working on a vision plan for the property, and she said, you know what? You should think about submitting that plan for the Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. I said, you know what? That's a great idea. We should do that. I got together with our KSE team, and here we are. So thanks to Kate. Thank you. After that, we met with architect legend, local legend Al Calusi, who helped us to solve, yes. Al really helped us to narrow in and zero in on the 48 acres of the 350 acres that Victory Crossing is in total. So thank you, Al, very much for all of your time. No doubt you can tell that Victory Crossing is an incredible opportunity for our community. We are planning this property at KSE with a fresh perspective, with our eyes set on providing long-term community benefits for Commerce City and creating an exciting home for our Colorado Rapids. We are looking forward to our continued planning effort with Commerce City, which really kicks off now with this event. And we're excited about what the future holds together. Thank you to NAOP, to Land Title, our partners at Commerce City, all the consultants who helped all of these student teams, and to the judges and the students who participated. We appreciate all of your efforts and all your hard work. We can't wait to just use all of it. So thank you for that. Congratulations to, we'll find out soon. And we're looking forward to next year's event. Thank you very much.
So a huge thank you to Matt and to the mayor. Don't go anywhere yet, quite yet. We're excited to witness this next phase of Victory Crossing. Now, Mayor Noble and Matt, please stay on stage here for a moment. Troy has a token of our appreciation to acknowledge your invaluable participation in this event. We'd love to get your picture too. So while we take a few photos over here, where would you like us? Here, there? Right around here. As we take a few photos, I would like to invite Challenge Committee member Nick Job to share a few words. Nick?
All right, congratulations again to the students for two great presentations. And Go Buffs. Nick Job, I am grateful to represent First Bank tonight as the sponsor for the after party. First Bank has been a longtime supporter of NAOP and big fans of this event in particular. So please join us after the event just outside the room for a drink and some more food on behalf of the bank, and good luck to the students in the decision-making process. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. All right, let's not forget, we're just mere moments away from announcing tonight's winner. I don't know, that seemed like it was kind of fast. You guys deliberated a little faster than last year. I hear this could also be a really tight decision, too. We'll see. But it's worth noting that $10,000 in scholarships will be awarded to the runner-up and winning teams by Opus and the Opus Foundation. Opus and the Opus Foundation share a passion for community improvement. Together, they maximize impact, making communities better places to live, work, and to raise families. Let's watch this video to learn a little more about Opus's impactful initiatives. Okay, now, I don't know if you knew this was coming, but I'm going to put you all on TV tomorrow. No, I love highlighting these accomplishments and what the students have done. So this will be on air tomorrow morning, but I'm going to need your help. Can everybody wave while I come by with the camera? Or else they just think I'm here by myself. There we go. If you were not supposed to be here tonight, cover your face, okay? Yeah, If you were sick or you're calling in sick tomorrow, yeah, that could happen. Awesome, thank you. Now we are just about ready to unveil the winner and present this year's NAOP Wilkes Cup. Those on stage, well, that's just me. I'm going to stay up here. I'm going to invite a few other folks on here to join us for the final announcement. If we could get Matt Mahoney and Mayor Noble back on the stage here. Also, Luke Davidson and Abby Kochevar from Land Title. They'll be carrying the coveted NAOP Wilkes Cup back over here in the corner. Get on over here. We want to see that shiny thing. NAOP Colorado's Executive Director, Kathy Barsner, will be joining us with the scholarship checks and certificates. And student teams, we've got what, DUs over there, CUs over there, right? Please remain seated until the final announcement is made. Now, if your team is declared the winner, please join us on stage using the steps to the side, or if you're just so excited and you want to jump up, go for that too. If you're named the runner-up, kindly stay at your table until the program concludes. And then we'll bring you up also for some pictures as well. Afterward, we'll have you join us here at the ballroom to collect your checks, certificates, and pose for photos as well. Now, for the moment that we have all been waiting for, Luke and Abby are holding the NAOP Wilkes Cup, the revered traveling trophy bestowed annually upon the victor of the Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. I'm supposed to stand by for music cue. There it is, yeah. Once more, we extend our gratitude to the Opus Foundation for their sponsorship of this year's scholarships. The winning team will be awarded a $7,500 check, while the runner-up will receive $2,500. Luke, get on over here. Oh, how are you going to open an envelope while you're holding the cup? Okay, that's better.
Thank you.
Luke, on behalf of Land Title, will you do the honors and open the official envelope and share the contents with us?
Yes, the time you've all been waiting for. Thank you again to the great set of judges again this year. One comment for the winning team, that the winning team provided a realistic project plan with market and sub-market case studies to support their fundamentals. So overall reason for the winner tonight. And the winning team for this year's Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge, University of Denver.
Congratulations to DU. We're going to bring them up here on stage. Runner-up Team CU, if we could just have you stand by to join us following the trophy presentation. Luke and Abby now presenting the Challenge Cup, also handing out certificates. And let's get a great photo op. Everybody get in there. All right, does anybody want to come say a few words? We'd love to get someone to say a few words for the team. Preferably the one holding all of the things, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. These guys are giving me tips on what not to say, so I'm going to quickly disregard everything they just told me not to do. On a personal note, I had the great opportunity to take a couple real estate challenges at CSU, and they were the best opportunity I could have possibly had in my development as a young man. And right now, as still a slightly less younger man, I'm grateful to say that the NIOP Challenge has been the best the best academic experience of my life. We are so grateful for all of our partners, of Of course, Alliance helped us on the construction side, Stan Tech, an incredible architect, and everybody else that we interfaced with over the course of this proposal was just invaluable in our proposal, and can't say my gratitude's enough. Thank you all very much.
And also just a quick thank you to our coach, Dr. Vivek Shah. Thank you for the guidance. He let us have a long leash, and we fortunately didn't take too much advantage of it, but thank you to DU, all the faculty, the professors, all the folks that supported us. It really helped us get to a vision that we're proud of. So thank you to everybody.
Congratulations, and I know there's a lot of us in this room that would say this is not what we were doing in college. In fact, I have a few that could probably vouch that I was not doing anything like this in college, no. Thank you all for letting me be here tonight. My second year now. Apparently I didn't botch the first year up, so they invited me back, and it's 7:48, which means you're getting to happy hour 12 minutes earlier to the after party, so you're welcome.
I was gonna say not quite, but it's okay. But yeah.
Okay, just kidding.
So yeah, let's give a round of applause here for Lisa Hidalgo tonight, guys. And as a token of our appreciation, we have a small gift for you, Lisa.
Do I get to take the cup?
Yeah.
Just for a night? Just one night? Oh, thank you. Oh, I like pink tissue paper better. That's better.
We wish you a restful night before your early morning. Thank you once again to Land Title, Commerce City, Kroenke Sports and Entertainment, CU, DU, our esteemed judges, and all those who contributed to this challenge this year. While one team is being recognized tonight for their outstanding work, it's important to remember that we have two outstanding schools here in Colorado, and that's a victory for us all. Yeah. We have just a few quick reminders before we break for the after party. I know we're all eager to get there. Don't forget to mark your calendars for the next NAIOP Real Estate on the Rocks networking event on Thursday, May 9th at the Hangar Club. Join us for the after party in the foyer just outside the ballroom, where First Bank has generously provided more food and drinks. Looking ahead, we're already anticipating next year's the 23rd annual Rocky Mountain Real Estate Challenge. If you have any project suggestions for 2025, please reach out to me or incoming chair, Margo Black, for any further details or any project suggestions. But thank you for coming tonight. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good night.
Oh, yeah, so 7:49.